better music mix.
Gary Johnson's Media, LLC. Gary Johnson is the Chief Executive Creative Editor of Gary Johnson's Media. Gary Johnson's background extends in government and intelligent community. Gary Johnson is the publisher, producer, entrepreneur, talk show host. GaryJohnsonsMedia.com. That's GaryJohnsonsMedia.com. Gary Johnson's Media.
Hey, what's up, yo? It's the Kid 50 Cent.
What's up, y'all? This is Nicki Minaj.
What's up, y'all? This is J. Cole. The hottest radio station worldwide.
So hot.
22.3 Takeover Vegas Radio.
You arrived just in time to J.R. Perry's Love Drops on 22.3 Takeover Vegas Radio. We have fabulous guests, exciting shows, and mind-blowing interviews. So keep it locked and enjoy your spot here on the Love Drops at 22.3 Takeover Vegas Radio. We'll see you later.
Hey, what's up, everybody? This is your man, J.R. Perry, coming back to you. I got a nice show today, brought back a good guest. He's going to share his new single. This is CTK, Mr. Clarence Theodore Cal. He's going to get down and he's going to put it in your ear here on the Love Drops. And just check out the show. Everybody just chill. How you doing, brother? You with me?
With you again, my friend.
Oh, it's always good chopping it up with you, man. I had you on some days, weeks back, maybe a month or so ago, and we were doing our thing. But you did say you had some new music, and I definitely said we gonna check it out. And Can't Stop is the single that you have out now. We're gonna get into that. But tell me the motivation of that particular song, Brother Kyle.
The motivation, between that song is the realization of bringing back the real R&B sound.
Okay, and
you know what I'm saying?
Everybody's nice.
Everybody's so quick to call this song R&B or that song neo soul, or whatever. When it's straight, basic, classic blues and rhythm. And that's what it should be. But also, what motivated me to do it is that I'm more than just a trumpet player. I'm a musician.
Right, absolutely.
I'm an entertainer, and I'm an artist.
That's right.
And as an artist, you have to paint a lot of different pictures. You can't keep painting the same picture.
That's right.
Over and over again.
That's right, brother.
You have to grow and develop.
And I see, you're one of those stick to what you're saying because you're very diverse in your music, and I'm happy to bring you back. So I love sharing your music. I'm gonna go over some songs of yours, and I got Sucker Punch. That's one I'm going to spin. And so, what's going on? I like the name, and what brought you to title it Sucker Punch?
Well, everybody gets sucker punched at least once or twice in their life, man. Whether it be you just getting your car washed and detailed, and you pull out in the driveway, and all of a sudden somebody hits you. That's a form of sucker punch. You go cash your paycheck, and you forget that you had automatic payments going somewhere, and you go for that money, and it's gone. That's another sucker punch. Yeah. Everybody faces some type of sucker punch every day,
I heard it.
It's okay to get sucker punched though, but the thing about it is how you going to react to that sucker punch.
Yeah, that's the key. Okay, and it's good that you come up with some comicals. So what I want to do, because I got a lot to do with you, I'm gonna spin Sucker Punch on J.R. Perry's Love Drops, babies. Yeah, man, that is fantastic. I really like that. That has like a triple layer. It's got the funk, it's got the jazz, and it's got some blues all entwined, man. That's a good joint there, man. Sucker Punch. I'm really digging that. Definitely one to spin. I hope everybody enjoyed it like I did. And I'm going to move on down the road with your catalog, baby, because we play a half a loaf of catalogs over here. A half a loaf. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you have. You know that small little bread. You be like, I think I can buy that. Yeah. Because the large was too much. Okay. Yeah, we're going to keep your half a loaf going with this one other joint. I want you to tell me a little bit about Summer in Newport. What's that about? I like that. It sounds like it's real on the beat, sexy. What's that about?
That's about my hometown, Newport, Rhode Island. And it is an island. Make no mistake. It's an island. And I grew up on that island. And summer in Newport is it's like no other else. You know, it's like no other place, man. The beaches, the snow, the sea, lobster sandwiches on the water and stuff, man, with lobster shacks and stuff. It's just a spot where a great kid, where a kid can grow up. And don't even have to really take no lunch to the beach because we could find quail hogs, which are clams as big as your palm. We used to eat those raw down at the beach. That's just part of the...
Wow, y'all animals. Y'all eating them raw? Okay.
Oh, yeah, man. You get used to that, man.
Oh, my God. Okay.
I used to spend all day at the beach when I was 8 years old by myself.
Okay.
Lunch was already there.
It was already waiting for you, just crawling around, saying, hey, you want to bite me?
You have to dig up the ground. But what was funny one time is I was body surfing, and there was a good wave, and I looked next to me, and there was a white dude next to me, and we were both just body surfing on the same wave.
Okay.
And it was a cool feeling, because we didn't have no surfboards or nothing.
Okay.
Moment there. It was a trip. But that's summer in Newport to me, you know. Of course, that's where they do all the jazz festivals.
Oh, yeah.
Newport, where they do it every year. So
that's right.
I used to live across the street from the venue where everybody played.
Okay.
So to me, that signifies summer in Newport.
Well, I love it. I love it. That's why I asked these questions. So let us proceed to the summer in Newport, my brother.
Summer days, summer nights. Summer days, summer nights. Summer days, summer nights. In Newport, Newport. Summer days, summer nights. Summer days, summer nights. Summer days, summer nights. In Newport, Newport. Summer days, summer nights. Summer days, summer nights. Summer days, summer nights. In Newport, Newport. Summer days, summer nights. Summer days, summer nights. Summer days, summer nights. In Newport.
Summer days, summer nights.
22.3 Takeover Vegas Radio, the station that has more fun.
Yeah, man, Newport, summer and Newport is really nice as well, brother. You just keep them going, man. I love your arrangements. I like what you're doing with the whole singing and the trumpet going, and you're throwing the harmony with the trumpet. You got real nice bridges and turnarounds and modulations, man. You're really doing music, bro. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, this is what I think music is. Music must travel like the river. It can't be sterile, predictable. And you are...
It has to take it somewhere, it's got to transport.
Yeah, and I'm very fortunate to know great musicians all over the world, and you're one of them. And I could share this style of music to the people who tune into the show. And what I like about you, you don't stop. You see what I'm saying? And, coming from New York, Newport, it must be really unique because you said it's literally an island. And
it is.
Yeah.
You can't get there unless you cross the bridge, brother.
Wow, that's deep. So basically, how was it living on the island, I should ask?
Living on an island, we're part of the Narragansett Indians, and we're allowed to collect and harvest up to 40 pounds of seafood.
Right.
So, we're taught at a young age, man, how to scavenge for food and how to gather seafood and such, man. Being there on an island, when you're young, basically they drop you off the pier so you can learn to swim real quick.
Right.
You think I'm playing, but I mean your mom will be at the bottom though. But the uncle will drop you from the top of the pier. Are you ready to swim? That type of thing. And you can walk the whole town. You could in about maybe 45 minutes.
Oh wow!
It's so small.
Wow, that's interesting.
It's so small. That's one of those places where everybody really knows everybody, but most everybody is related. And it's kind of hard to find a girlfriend there, man, because eventually, I guess it's called wait your turn.
Yeah. Wait a minute. I hear you, man.
Small place, brother.
Yeah, I get it, brother. You know what I'm saying? And, it's coming from the real indigenous, what they call Indian, heritage. And
the Narragansett, Cape Verdean, Portuguese, man. That's us all the way in Rhode Island. That's what you'll mostly find. That's
what's up, man. And the thing is I didn't ask you, and maybe I did the last time, and what started you into to music?
Oh, wow, man. My whole family was full of singers, man, and my grandmother was I didn't know she had that superpower until I was a little older. She got out when I was like, I must have been about maybe 8. I was like, whoa. I didn't know she had that superpower, though. But what influenced me, when you live across this venue where every year you hear Miles Davis, Count Basie, Ella Fitzgerald, all the greats, dude, I'm talking about literally stepping out my door and walking across the street.
Okay.
That's how close they were, man. And my family singing, how can I not be influenced by music,
So basically your grandmother, parents, and other relatives were singers, and
they were singers, and my grandmother played the piano, and she couldn't read a lick, but she could sit down and play anything, man. If she heard it, it was on and popping.
Wow, that's great, man.
She was like that, man. That was an amazing woman, man. She worked in the restaurant. She was a cook at one of the restaurants there, and to feed the kids there, she would burn pizza intentionally, so that she could feed the kids out the swing door. They had a swing door in the back of the kitchen, and she would burn it just ever so slightly, just so she could feed the kids in the neighborhood, man. So that was an amazing woman.
Wow, man, it sounds like it, man. It sounds like it runs through the bloodline, man. And that's a very good thing, and I appreciate you sharing that with us. We have another song. I know this one because we played this, Club Spanky. But for those,
I didn't tell you about that one. Huh?
Yeah. Tell us about Club Spanky. Club
Spanky was actually in the 70s. Club Spanky was a real club.
Oh, was it? Okay.
Yes, it was a real club, and I used to play. I was 16, and everybody else was older.
Okay.
And they had the guy on the stage announcing groups and stuff, whatever. Well, you're going to hear on the record that's me doing announcing who's playing there, because I kind of took the role of incorporating the audience. In the middle of an act, this guy's trying to do his act, and he's coming on stage, and they're being introduced and stuff. And you can hear the club nuances and feel the vibe that's going on in the club, right? And it's called Club Spankies.
Well, okay. Well, we got to spin that one right here on the Love Drops. Here we go. Club Spankies, y'all. See,
ladies and gentlemen, CTK on the Black and Tan.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for coming out to see it then. Next week, live, Seventh Wonder Dancing Show Band. Don't miss it. Thank you for coming to the Club Spankies. Have a good evening. Drive home safely, y'all. Good night.
Yeah, man, that's Club Spanky. This is my man, Clarence Theodore Kyle, better known as CTK. CTK, you always doing it, man. You keep moving us around and keeping us happy with these various genres. We felt like we were like in a jazz blues club on that one, man. You know, the smoky room, you know, the upper room or something, you know. You know what I'm saying? Hey, man, let's talk about some other stuff, man, because you do a lot of things. I know that you're doing your own show, you and Gary. Let's talk about that, you know.
GHP Radio, Indie Spot Live. We're also a 24-hour radio station as well. We play your music too as well. And we do live podcasts every Saturday.
Okay.
12 o'clock Pacific and 2 hours Central and 3 in the East Coast. And we have a lot of great guests. We just had Gerald Austin from the Manhattans on.
Oh, wow. Hey, I love Gerald.
Saturday.
That's what's up.
He had him on Saturday. And at the end of the show, I said, I'm sorry, I don't want you to put you on the spot, but can you just do a little bit of let's just kiss and say goodbye? And when he broke into it, it was airless, effortless, and pure gold.
Oh, wow.
So we do that, and we also feature indie artists as well there.
Okay.
So if someone they want to get their stuff out there and they're talented, they got it. They want to get out there. We give them a shot, man. Bring them on the show and we'll let them shine.
That's what's up. Give the people the dial on that particular.
Well, you can also go on Facebook and go to GHP Indie Live Spot, or you can also go to ghpradio.com.
Okay. Yeah, and this is for all the folks that want to fit in and get in, let their music win. I hear you, brother. And
you can reach me also at my website at ctkmusic.com.
Yeah, ctkmusic.com, y'all. My man, he just got this dangerous music, man. It's just, one of those things that I can't get enough of hearing your music because you keep it real mellow and then you just get real aggressive with that horn, man. I mean, yeah. So, what I'm really liking is that you keep everybody kind of, what are you doing next type thing, you know what I mean? And right. And that's super cool, man. I'm really loving that. I got some more songs we gonna talk about. I guess we done went through that. This one I really like as well, which is called Looking For You. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna spin that. We gonna chop it back up, but I'm gonna take a break, and I'll be right back with CTK.
The all-in-one Master Tonic, Alamant. The Alamant is Bragg apple cider vinegar with the mother lemon juice, honey, ginger, and cayenne. This is a magic elixir that has done wonders for Master Chef Gary. This statement has not been evaluated by the FDA. Always check with your physician starting a new program. Contact MasterChefGary.com. That's MasterChefGary.com.
Listen live on Apple Music. Tune in and MyTuner Radio app now.
Gary Johnson's Media, LLC. Gary Johnson is the Chief Executive Creative Editor of Gary Johnson's Media. Gary Johnson's background extends from government and intelligent community. Gary Johnson is the publisher, producer, entrepreneur, talk show host. GaryJohnsonsMedia.com. That's GaryJohnsonsMedia.com. Gary Johnson's Media. All right. We're back with my guest, CTK. What's up, good brother?
What's up, man?
Man, it's always good having you on, man, because, we just be having fun, and you're a real musician, and you know a lot of great people, and I had a few people come on via you, and, we just keep this thing going, man. We go back a little bit. You were always number one. I would throw some of my little music in the pot, but you would always rank number one in jazz, R&B, and funk. And, this is something that's in your blood, as we spoke on. And how does it feel just delivering this type of music to the listeners?
It feels great because there's a lot of musicians that write and they're at home and they have their music, and unfortunately no one gets to hear it. So I'm just glad that I'm able to share it. Talking to my mentor Al McKay from Earth and the Fire, and he used to always tell me, hey, you write it, you have to put it out into the universe.
That's right.
He said that's an absolute must. Put it out in the universe. And he also taught me something. Is that the first thing he asked when I finished my album, The Second Coming, the first question he asked was, well, which is your first single? And I'm like, what? I didn't know what he was talking about. And the moral of the story of that is, you have a whole album, don't drop a whole album at once because you're basically competing with yourself.
Yeah, that tends to happen.
And people aren't buying, people aren't really buying albums.
Basically, it's a song at a time, you know what I mean?
Exactly.
Well, the way it used to be, it would, going back in the game of releases and knowing how it was, it was executed, they would release one single, and they would roll with that for about 2 months, and then they would release the second single, and they would roll with that for about 3 weeks or whatever, a month, whatnot. Then they would release the album, and so that's how the protocol was. But somewhere in the 90s, people had 25 songs on one album. I'm like, how does that work? You gave too much, too loud. Nobody's going to hear, let alone 19, let alone 25 songs, And that was around the Napster era, everybody was just,
yeah. That answers your question when you ask me how does it feel? It feels good.
Yeah.
For somebody to hear my music. With all that given, it feels fantastic that I can share it, and I have a lot more I want to share.
And that's what's up, man. Because it's like you when you do music, you're sort of like a doctor, because you're giving people musical medicine. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And now that medicine could be good or it could be bad. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And it's just a matter of what flavor you brewing up in the lab, you know what I mean? And
exactly.
And a lot of your stuff is really good. It's what you call mellow. People can chill with it. You can get in the car, drive to it. You can clap your hands to it, dance to it, and it gives you R&B, jazz, funk, blues, kind of like a gumbo type of thing, you know what I mean? Then you trick us, because you do very interesting changes, and then you modulate, and so you expand. You really do music, like I was saying earlier. Do you read music?
Yes, I do read music. Now, when it comes to that, I'm a slow reader. Now, if you gave me something and say, we got to play this for 3 hours, no, I'm going to need at least 24 hours.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I'll be slow, but when you see me, I'm going to have it down.
I heard that.
That's how I do, from the school of quick pickup.
Yeah.
When you were working with people like with Ike Turner, well, he just gives you notes on different songs, and he doesn't write anything down. You just have to play. Well, you're gonna play this, you're gonna play that, play G, play this. That's how he did it. So nobody read. And I remember when he was giving me all my horn parts. He says, aren't you going to write this down? And my cousin was playing bass at the time. He said, no, he don't need to write it down. He's good.
That's something. So that's right. You did work in the band with Ike Turner. What was that experience like?
Yeah, I was a king of rhythm. He had just gotten out of prison, man, and he was staying near San Diego, where I stayed, and I got a phone call, man, in the middle of the night. He said it was Ike Turner, and I hung up on him. I thought somebody was, taking a joke on me, though.
Right.
But he called back and he asked me to play with him at South by Southwest, and it was like his comeback show, man. And he had us all decked out in Edwardian suits, man, hats, the whole nine. You know what I'm saying? And we rehearsed for the show, and it was a killer show at Antone's in Austin, Texas. And so playing with him was totally cool, man. I remember when we were first doing the first rehearsal, there were two guys I knew that were in the horn section. There were sax players that I kind of knew, just kind of, growing up and stuff, right? But they were all only solo artists. And he looked at me and he said, he whispered, he said, "What do you think about that? Maybe I could just give him $100. He just send him home." I said, "No, it's going to be cool. It's going to be cool." So I worked with them in the hotel room up until the last sound check.
Okay.
When we got to the sound check, I heard the horns. He said, "Where'd the horns come from?"
Wow! So you coordinated the whole horn sound.
Oh yeah, man! Oh yeah! I put a lot of horns through Modoc boot camp, man. I had my own horn boot camp.
Hey, that's how old were you, my brother, when you were doing this?
Well, that was when I started doing it, I was 16, but, and guys were older. I was playing less a week. But playing with Ike, man, that was like the last few years of his life, basically.
Oh, wow, okay.
It was like during the last 2 years. What it was that, it was like one gig I did with him. But the rehearsals were like 3 months long.
Oh, wow. Okay, so it's like you were actually going to work, but it was just one gig, okay?
He paid for it, he had a role, man. He was one of those musicians that came up in the 50s that was broke. He was never broke.
Right. That wasn't him.
You know what I'm saying? And he carried a Rolodex on him that had every kind of musician on it you could think of that was famous that could replace your ass in a minute.
Okay.
But the time that I had with him, and I had some one-on-one time, just with him, he was cool,
Right.
He was totally cool, man, so...
That's great, man. Those are some good, wholesome experiences and good memories you got there, brother.
Oh yeah.
And who else? You said Al McKay is your mentor. Al is one of the greats, man.
That's my big brother.
Yeah, man. Al is one of the great, guitar players, songwriter, producer. He wrote a lot of that stuff on Earth, Wind, and Fire, I know. And
man, you can't turn the channel without hearing something he's playing, whether it be with the Emotions,
right.
He's Williams,
right.
He's over the place. Shoot, put a Target commercial. That's his music everywhere. Now that's just like Ram, Trumpet Bully, Ram Lee Michael Davis, one of the Phoenix Horns, the original Phoenix Horns. He's also a mentor of mine. I call him Trumpet Bully.
Right. Yeah.
Because he'll call me in the morning with a Zoom, and he'll just start playing his horn, and then battles ensue. They last 45. Of course, he's the big brother, putting his arm on your forehead and you're swinging.
Yeah.
That's when he's swinging.
Yeah. I hear you. Yeah, Ramley.
Great people.
Yeah, Ramley is, matter of fact, I spoke with him today. He's a super good brother, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Very real.
Yeah, real brother. Phoenix Horns. He's got some great material out there. He's doing some good stuff. He's keeping it competitive, man. It's a great chain of musicians that I'm around, And speaking of that, if anybody out there is interested in wanting to get their music exposed, go to J.R. Perry's Love Drops on Facebook. Just Google J.R. Perry's Love Drops on Facebook, and let me hear what you got. Maybe I can, get you on the drop and get it hot.
Yeah, you gotta say it like you classically said. J.R. Perry's Love Drops.
Yeah, man, you funny. You funny.
You regularly, and you're like just but when you're off the show, yeah, man. When
what you trying to say, man?
the microphone come on.
Well, you know that might make me feel good, man. You know, so leave me alone with that. Okay?
I've known you for a minute, so I can divulge that a little bit.
No, you really can, man. But you know, again, I just like people to share their music. And again, like this brother's been on, I know he'll be back on, and that's what we do. And we are a reporting station, so there's promotional stations, and you don't receive any record spin, notifications with BMI, ABSCAP, or CSAC, or some of the other publishing companies across the pond. You know, we are definitely licensed, and we are in compliance. So definitely like to give people an opportunity to get their music exposed, you know, kick in their publishings, you know what I mean, get picked up on Sound Exchange, yada, yada, yada. If you want that to happen, get with J.R. Perry's Love Drops, because that's what I do, you know what I mean, all day, every Monday, you know what I'm saying, from 4 to 5. And you can go up to Facebook and just Google on the search bar J.R. Perry Love Drops. You'll see my show, and tag in with me. But let me get back to you, brother man, because I got some more stuff that I want to do. I know we just went over Looking For You. That's something. Did we spin that? Because I know I really like that song.
Looking For You, and then there's For the Lovers, and Looking For You is like what happened after the love is gone. So.
Man, look, I've been playing Looking For You, you know what I'm saying, since you left. I just want to play it right now because it kind of inspires me. And then we're going to get to that single, okay? So check it out. Looking For You by CTK.
Hi, this is Denise Williams, and I'm listening to 22.3 Take Over Vegas Radio.
You're putting a nice vibe down there, man. You know?
Yeah, man. We putting that. We putting that real good, serious music in the ear. You know what I'm saying? That's what we drop right here. You better believe it, brother. You know what I'm saying? You got good what you call music mannerisms. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you. Whatever that is.
You don't worry about it. What it is, it's what I created.
It sounds like house training.
Well, you got to have a house training when you do music. Music is a weapon of goodness or badness. You got to know how to use this thing. It's like a shotgun. You got to know how to shoot that dang thing. You know what I'm saying? And if not, you'll shoot yourself in the foot, man. Your stuff, your stuff is like, it's like a bird. It's like a butterfly. It flies, brother. It don't get redundant. You know what I'm saying? And
thank you, brother.
Regimented. With what I call synthetic loops and stuff. You know what I'm saying? As I was saying earlier, music travels. So we're going to move on to this new one you got out here. And this one here, we got you singing on this. Everyone knows you as an instrumentalist, a horn player, trumpet player, and production dude. But as you said earlier, you are an artist as well. And so you have this new joint, and you're displaying your vocals on it. So tell me about it. Tell me how you got to it and why.
Okay, reason being is I just wanted to show other people that, I can do other things. And I was a singer before I was a trumpet player. And I come up in a family of singers. And a couple of my relatives was asking, well, why don't you write one, so you can sing. We want to hear you sing, So I basically did it for them. But I was kind of shy not to do it. So
okay.
So I said, I'm just go ahead and do it. And just put it out there, man.
That's right, brother. And ain't nothing wrong with it. And we gonna let people hear it. This is CTK's new single called Can't Stop on Love Drops.
no matter what you may do. Here we go, flowing in your love. It's just you and me, and here we are, living out our fantasies with each other and that's how some things change. Our lives have been all rearranged. I can't stop loving you. That's how some things change. Our lives have been all rearranged. I can't stop loving you. That's how some things change. Our lives have been all rearranged. I can't stop loving you. That's how some things change. Our lives have been all rearranged. I can't stop loving you.
Yeah, can't stop loving you. CTK, my man, had a wonderful time chopping it up with you, man. You had some great people on that. Yeah, talk about who all's on this joint here.
That song is featuring a great saxophonist, Mr. King Williams.
Okay.
Okay, and look out for him because he's gonna be coming out with some new stuff soon.
All right.
And also, my good friend from way back who has a single out called Celia, Mr. Dave Derwin Johnson on keyboard.
Oh yeah, Dave was he was over at the house. Yeah, we kicked it, chopped it up.
Just let people know. There's musicians on my music. Ain't no AI.
No AI. Why not, man? What you don't want to play with the AI?
The video may be AI, but the music
okay. AI somewhere then. Okay, I got you. But that's good, man. I'm glad you got real skilled musicians. Your music always come off really good. You know, we got to have you back on, man. I want you to keep doing your music, man. Keep the Most High first, brother, and give these people your hookups again. How they can get in touch with you, Mr. Clarence. Theodore Cloud. Why your name sound like, man? You sound like one of them rich people or something.
My father, who was a Master Chief in the Navy, that was his name.
Really?
He came up like that. Yeah, they gave me that name, so it's too long.
So wait. So you a junior, Clarence?
That's correct.
Theodore Kyle Jr. Okay.
Alma K said that was too long, so we just said you CTK.
Yeah, CTK. Yeah, that makes it good.
CTK.
I love it.
I want to thank you for having me on the show, and I want to thank the fellas that helped me with this music, and there'll be a lot more coming out. And to your listeners in all these other different countries, thank you for listening to my music. And you can go to my website at ctkmusic.com or Facebook on Clarence Theodore Kyle on Facebook. and hook me up.
Y'all hook him up, man. He's a good guy. He's a really, really talented brother, and he'll be back on J.R. Perry's Love Drops. Nice talking to you, CTK.
Nice talking to you, J.R. Perry.
We're going to do this thing again, so I just want everybody to tune in to 22.3 Takeover Vegas Radio, and stop in, check out my boy Commander and all the shows, and we do it hot here on the drop every Monday, 4 p.m. to 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Love you. Peace and love to everybody. We're out.